Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Pelletier Craft Studio. Boy, when you're seeing me at 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm not very pretty. But don't worry about it, I'm not very pretty anytime. What can I say? We are so happy today to be able to show you one of the new projects that's coming up here at Pelletier Craft Studio. So, without any fuss or any ado, let's see what I got on the craft table. Wow. Up, we're all upside down. What can I say? I will turn it around here, being this is where it's upside down at. So look at this. Is that not just drop dead gorgeous paper? Oh my gosh, you have no clue just how gorgeous this paper really is until you start flipping through it. But I totally have fallen in love with it. Just completely fallen in love with it. So look, there's 2 packs of paper here. If the first one didn't catch your eye, I'm pretty sure this one will. I see tons and tons of cards and scrapbooking, but there's more to this project than meets the eye. So let me tell you what I'm saying. We're going to be doing a project here at Pelletier Craft Studio on the 19th of July. That sounds like a long way off, right? But trust me, it's not. Because the first thing you're going to learn is I only have 6 kits left. See this, people? 6. 6. And we ordered a slew of them. But if you're local and you want to do this project, then you need to get, like right now, over to pelletiercraftstudio.com/search and look for the Pondering Dreams, because that's the name of it, Pondering Dreams. So as you can see, you could also get some 8.5 by 11 paper, of which you will definitely enjoy. But along with this, you're going to be getting this gorgeous stamp, this fantastic die, this fantastic die, this awesome stamp. Had a great time with it. But look, we're even going to be making some slimline cards because I got 2 great stamps here for that. And for those of you who enjoy stenciling, you're going to love the fact that we've got 2 stencils on the inside of this as well. Now, so far what we've looked at is we've looked at 2 awesome paper packs. We've looked at 1, 2, 3, 4 stamps. Yes, 4 stamps, 2 dies, and 2 stencils. And this package is only going to be $75. Now, let me tell you one more thing, okay? You're also going to get the instructions that you need to put together 12 cards. Now, the company that designed this sent me some cards, and oh, they were really pretty. The problem was most of them were big. So this one is a 5 by 7. And, well, this is a slim line, which we will make. And this is a slim line, of which we will make. But we went back and we designed some additional cards. Cards that you're going to find. Oh my goodness, is that not gorgeous? Cards that you're going to find that you're going to be able to make in our A2 style. Now, we all know how much we love making A2 cards because the envelopes are right here for us, right here in the greater USA. So I thought today, since I had promised you that I was going to make a card, I decided that what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the scraps that I had left over after I made my 12 cards. And by the way, there are a ton of scraps here. But I decided I'm going to take the scrap. Oh, cheated. I've already taken the scraps and made 1 card. What can I say? Let's put that one aside. Put it aside because that's not in the kit. We can't be guaranteeing we're going to do that. But look at these. We've got all of this that I can come up and make me a card with. Oh, that's really pretty. Wow. Okay, so we're going to find us something in all of this, and we're going to just take it out, and we're going to immediately start making us a card from it. Oh, that's pretty. I think I might lay that out. Ooh, that's pretty too. I might have to. Oh, that's gorgeous, but we're not going to do that one. We're not going to do that one. Oh, this would be great. We could do all kinds of fun things with that. Let's see. Oh, I've got some pieces in here that are actually big enough. We could probably make 3 or 4 cards with. Oh my gosh. Now, y'all know I'm going to have a good time with that. But not here, not now. Oh, this is the one we're going to do. This is the one we're going to do. You know me. I like to do things that are super duper fun. This is the one we're going to do. So let me pull all my scraps aside, put them over here, and I'm going to take out my kit, which is laying really close by. And we're going to start making cards from my kit. We're going to make one right here. So let's see. Well, the first thing I'm going to need is a sheet of paper. So we've pulled my sheet of paper out. I'm going to need a trimmer. So let me pull my trimmer out. And I think I'm going to make this card be a, yeah, I'm going to score it at 4 1/4. Okay, so I like to score my paper first. You guys will find out that I take all the shortcuts I can. So I score my paper first and then I cut it. Do you know why? Well, I'm hitting the top of the computer and it won't let it stay open. The reason I do that is now I got 2 card bases ready. Both of them have been scored. All right, so I'm going to put this over here. And I'm going to want to cut my paper. Now, I cut my card 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. Okay? And I'm going to want to use this paper. So I'm going to start off by cutting it at a 4. So let's see. That way I'll know I've got it right off the bat. Now that's what I want, right? Yep, that's what I want. So here we go. We've cut this at 4. Huh? I see another card. Does anybody else? And then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to cut this at 5 1/4. All right, there you go. We got that done. We got that done. So now I think what I want to do is come back and do some stamping. So I'm going to grab my Misty here. We're going to open her up. But as you can see, this is already on its way to being one beautiful card. Wouldn't you agree? Love the white behind this one. Okay, so let's put it right here. And then I'm going to come back and put my little things on. Oh, by the way, if you haven't gotten a set of these, jump on to Pelletier Craft Studio because they are awesome. I'll put the links to all of these on the inside of my, at the bottom of the video here, so that you can come through and grab you some of them, okay? All right, love those things. They're easy to get up. They don't give me a hard time. I mean, I just like them. What can I say? Okay, so, oh, this would be pretty. Lord, I done changed my mind midstream on what I'm going to do. What can I say? You know, that's just who I am. That's just who I am. All right, so I'm going to take this slimline card, and I'm actually going to use only the parts of it that I want to use. Okay, so these ducks are kind of swimming around. So let's take and put it down. We're going to run my, if I run my Misty this way, I can get it in here. I know I've already done this one time. Not this particular card. But yeah, I've done things like this before. So there you go. We're going to put it down just like that. Close my Misty. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and I'm going to take my ink and I'm going to only ink the parts that I want to use. So there you go. I'm going to use that. And so what I'm doing is making sure that I get my duck. And I'm going to play up with this little bit of the greenery in here. But I don't want to get the whole thing. I don't want the words down at the bottom. Okay? So then I'm going to come back and I'm going to close it and run it across my fingers. And as you can see, I went a little high, but that's because I wanted my duck to show up right about here. He may not show up. May have to work on him some more. He's going to need to be black, like really dark. But that's okay. Because I'm in my Misty, I can do this as many times as I need to. And as many times as I need to get it to the darkness that I want it to be. This may be a bust. We may have to go somewhere else and get something else. Oh, no. But that's okay. We can do it. We can do it. We know how. There we go. He's starting to come through, but I don't think he's going to come through as nice as I want him to. So let's back up and regroup on this. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to regroup. Remember, I had 2 card bases, right? So there you go. I'm going to put this right there. Think I'm going to turn it this way. Need to, oh, that always hurts. What can I say? It does always hurt. All right, let's see. Where is this going to fall? Up, that's not where I want it to fall. So we're going to just pull it up. Pull it up just a little bit. Now let's get it back straight. Put this one over here. All right, now let's see what happens. Nope, I still want to go a little bit higher. Oh yeah, that's where I want to be. All right, so I love this stamp, and I'm just determined I'm going to use it. And I am stamping it with our memento. Oh, now we're going to get that dragon. We're going to get that dragonfly up there at the top. So he's going to be cute on here. Here we go. All right, this is such an awesome stamp. I've really taken a liking to it. Yeah, isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? So here we go. We're going to stamp it again because I want it to be a little darker. And you know what else I can do? Oh, nope, I'm going to just do it. Not going to tell you. Not going to tell you. You're going to have to watch. Look at this. Yes, that's what I want. All right, so let's close this up, put it away. And now, while we have all of this out, I'm going to do what I like to call whacking, because I'm still going to use that piece of paper. Watch what I do here. I could very easily open this card up and just use it just like it is, but no, that's not my plan. My plan is to put that duck in the water. So we're going to do it, and we're going to do it in a different fashion since my first idea didn't work. But that's okay. I have tons of ideas that don't work, but that's fine. That's the reason I like to do these all impromptu, because you get to see that when things don't work, how to back up, turn around, and do something different. All right? So I'm going to reach back here and grab a hold of one of my blocks. And I'm going to take my block and I'm going to spray it with some water. Not much, just a tiny bit. And then I'm going to take my Parisian ink. I'm going to just drop it on here. Y'all know what I'm doing. Making myself my own personal little water pad here. Then I'm going to take my favorite brush. And I'm going to add the duck's water around him, because I want my duck to be in water, right? We like our ducks to be in the water. And I'm going to just paint around him a little bit. Might need some more water here. There you go. There we go. That's what I want. Oh, my duck in water. Catch the water behind him. Catch a little bit of the water in front of him. I mean, I really want this duck to be in water. Ooh, we don't want a duck out of water, right? We want a duck in the water. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I'm liking that. And now I want to come back and I want to add a little bit of color up here in the top. Okay, so remember, my duck's going to be on this lily pad right here. That's kind of where I'm going to set him. So watch to see how I do that, because I got all kinds of ideas on how I can make my duck sit and be in the water and be near these lily pads. There we go. And I'm just going to come in here and do a little bit of fussy cutting. Nothing special. Just kind of giving it a little bit of cut here. Now, I don't need all of this card, so I'm going to just keep coming around here. And I'm going to come back around and pick up my duck again. I might even get angry with this thing, and come back in here and just cut my duck out. I believe I am. What do you think? We're just going to come in here and cut the duck out. We don't need all this other stuff anyway. We are after a duck. There you go. Now notice as I'm doing my fussy cutting here that I am making a real point of not turning my scissors. I'm only turning my my paper. And that makes fussy cutting go a lot better, but it also makes fussy cutting easier too. All right, so I'm going to take my chocolate milk, which is one of the new colors here with Pelletier Craft Studio. We didn't get this color in until recently, but I kind of love it. I mean, it just worked. Where'd my duck go? Lord, I done dropped my duck. There he is. All right, so let's get this little duck done. Gonna give him some color here. And I'm just tapping the inside of my piece here. I may want to pick up a little bit of water, make it a little bit easier to do. Whee! Oh, well, I could stamp it, I guess. Ugh. Okay. There we go. Now I'm using a blending brush. So that's going to make a little bit of a difference in what I'm doing too. I'm going to come right here and catch this duck's head. Don't want him to be too dark, but I do want him to have some color. I don't want him to be all black and white. So I'm just doing my duck right away. I don't know if this is a female or a male duck. Any of you know? Just pop it in the comments. Say, Elaine, this is a female duck. Or Elaine, this is a male duck. You know, I've always heard the only way you can tell the difference between two ducks is if you really look at their colors. So I guess whatever way I color this duck is what kind of duck it's going to be, right? You know, whatever I color it. So, gotta make him look a little pretty right there. I gotta have something to put on the end of my duck's bill. He can't be all pretty and then kind of lose the color in his bill, right? Let's see if I can pick up some color here. Not particularly trying to get anything bright or, you know, just a little color. That's all I'm looking for. And I also know that my duck's going to have a green head. So we're going to put him up here and make him a green head. Now that, all by itself, might end up making my duck a male duck. Who knows? Well, he has no ducklings behind him, so I guess that makes him okay, right? There we go. Now we're going to come back and we're going to put our duck where I wanted him to be all along. So here we go. Remember, I wanted my duck to be in the water. I got shadows of my greenery that's coming up behind him, but I really don't want that part to show. The greenery of the shadows coming up behind him is not an issue for me. I can handle all of that. I think I will add a little bit more color to it though. Whee! There you go. All right. Better wipe this table off. Do I know me? I will be stuck something on it and made a mess because that's what I do best. There we go. All right. So I am going to put my duck down. So I have my duck in the water. I like the way that the lily pad's looking around him, but I do think I got too much water here. So we're going to trim it back. And this way we've still got a duck in the water on the lily pads. There we go. Oh, I like that. That looks a little bit better to me. And because I want to make sure that my duck stands out, let's see. Have I got a green up here? No, I have a blue and a brown and a brown. That ain't going to work. I need a green. I need a green. Let's see if I've got any green in the inside of one of these. There we go. Oh yeah, that done it. That's what I needed. Need a little green on my duck's head there. Alright, so I'm going to put my duck here, and I do want to make sure I pop him up. So we'll come back in here and pop the duck up. I'm going to put this one in the duck's head because I don't want his head to sag. All right. I'm going to set my duck right back in there. There we go. So I've got my duck put in. And remember, this is one of those cards that you're just doing quick and easy. And we're also, whoops, go ahead and turn that one over. We're also making sure that we have our, we're using some of our materials that we're going to be having left over from all of the cards that we're going to be making in class. Now, trust me, the cards we're going to be making in class are a lot different than the ones that I'm making right now. So, can you believe it? I have left my adhesive way over on the other side of the room where I was making all of these cards. Mary Ellen and I had a great time today making these cards. So, we're going to just grab us whatever we got local around us. And I do happen to have a little bit of tearing tape. So I'll drop some tearing tape on the back of this card. And then we'll put it down. Now, I have really fallen in love with the way that most of these cards has come out. This one may not be my top of the line as far as things that I love, but it is still going to be one of my favorites because it's got my lily pad paper on there. Now, I can tell you that one of the other things you're going to love about making these cards is if you've been doing our uniquely creative sentiments and the dies, I guarantee you they're going to work beautifully on these. So you're going to love all of those, I am sure. There we go, people. We got it all done. And my card didn't fold even, and I can't have that. I've got to come back in here and trim that off because that is just an absolute pet peeve of mine. So often when you get cards from your stores, they're not exactly at 8.5 by 11. So when you cut them and you trim them, they don't end up being an 8.5 by 11. So there you go, ladies. That's the card that we're going to be doing today. Of course, that's in small comparison compared to some of the other cards that we're going to be doing. But I'll give you an opportunity to see a couple of them in front of you now. That's it. We're done for today. But hang out with me because I'm riding 3 days a week over to the pool. And you should be riding with me. And then you can always jump in and come go with me. I'm going to the Center for Living in Durham. Join me. Just walk in and say, hey, where's Elaine? I would love to be able to talk with you. But more importantly, I do want you to know that every day you craft is a good day. So enjoy your crafting, and we'll see you later. Bye.